What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Overzeal Arts, and in celebration of the new Legend of Zelda game coming out, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm gonna be drawing a scene from one of the trailers of Link diving to catch Zelda, and I'm gonna just get right into it. Let's go. Alright, so we're just gonna get right into it. I was starting off with the sketch. I spared you guys the boredom of seeing my construction. But to come up with the construction part, I do want to shout out this app. It's not sponsored, but possibly could be sponsored by Pose It. This video is not brought to you by Pose It. You saw a flash of it right there. But yeah, so this drawing came about because I'm really excited about the new game, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, coming out May 12th. I myself don't have a Nintendo Switch, but I want to play the game. So I'm hoping my good friend remembers that he offered to let me borrow his Switch when the game comes out, because I'm getting the game. Getting the game. But yeah, we going on to the line art now. So I do want to talk about, what are you guys' predictions for parts of the games? You think it's gonna be old school dungeons like they used to be? Or are they gonna continue what they did in Breath of the Wild? Might be a combo. You think Zelda's gonna survive? Is she a playable character? Does she go on like her own adventure underground after she falls, which this drawing is depicting when Zelda falls, and Link, for some reason, drops the Master Sword to try to save her. He jumps down to try to save her. What I always thought was interesting was the fact that, okay, his right arm is destroyed. Yeah! Alright, that was a quick break. Alright, so going right back. Let's get serious. Link's right arm is cooked by malice, right? When he jumped after Zelda, why would you reach for her with that arm? Why not your good arm? I don't get it. This is the major mystery of the game. Hopefully they explain that. I need some explanations, Nintendo. Oh, we're not gonna talk about, whew, they probably looking for explanations right now with that leak. That's crazy. I wish I didn't see it, but I was too curious, but I ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, this game looks to be very exciting. My favorite Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. I played that when I was a child. Water Temple destroyed my mental health. It's like, nah. It's like, nah. But yeah, that dungeon was crazy when I was little. I hated that one. That was the only one that I hated. But yeah, we getting into the flats now. For some reason, the flats are very fun for me. Like, I can do it mindlessly, and I don't have to think as much as far as, I don't have to think as much as when I'm doing like the sketch or the line art. Sketch isn't really stressful for me either, but there's a lot of thinking in the sketching phase. So we just filling these parts out. We gotta make an adjustment here, bada boom. So I saw it wasn't just a straight line through, so I made the adjustment right there. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the games? Hit up the comments. Let me know. Y'all getting a collector's edition? I'm not getting a collector's edition. I do want to get the art book when it comes out. Emphasis on when it comes out. Because it'll be interesting to draw a lot of the things that they have in there. I think it's going to be dope. I got to get some more art books of different, like, oh, this is a part where I forgot to hit record and there was a lot of coloring that was missed, but don't worry about it. Sorry for the jumps. Yo, right here, I realized I was a genius. There are pictures of rocks on the internet. Did you know that? I don't have to worry about meticulously painting each detail of a boulder. and I could just put it in there, put it on the multiply layer, lower the opacity, warp it to fit, and it's good. Did you know that? Did you know that? I'm playing. There are a lot of digital artists who know that. But why was that my first time thinking of that and doing it? Now right here, you probably think the drawing is done, but it's not. People are saying the Zonai are gonna play a major role in the new game. I think so, also. I do want to point out that I didn't play Breath of the Wild. As I said, I don't have a Nintendo Switch. What I did was, I watched it on YouTube. I watched somebody play through the whole game. So I'm living vicariously out here. Feel me? But the ones that I have played myself, Ocarina of Time, and I always confuse Link's Awakening and what's the other one? A Link to the Past. I think it was A Link to the Past I played when I was younger too. And I also played Twilight Princess. I skipped Wind Waker because the graphics threw me off. But I watched that on YouTube later on, and I was like, you know what? I should have played this. Should have played it. Should have gave it a chance. I probably would have got annoyed with how much they sell. It's just like sailing across the ocean and nothing happening. But yeah, right here you see my struggles because I very unwisely did not utilize clipping masks. And I ended up doing a lot of selections, deselecting, trying to make sure I don't go outside of the lines with the selections. I'll learn next time. You know what's really interesting? I feel like each time I do a drawing, I'm like learning again from scratch or very close to scratch. Why is that? I like how this looks with the lighting coming up from the flame on the side. If you see in the trailer, there's a torch that was dropped as well. Yo, I just know in this game, Ganondorf is gonna be a menace. Like the most menacing of menaces in the history of menacing. But what I kind of didn't like about Breath of the Wild was how Ganon was basically just like at the end. Well, you could still shoot straight for him, but once you beat him, the game is over. There's no way you beating him in the beginning anyway, but you have the option to try. I wonder if somebody has. I'm gonna look that up. That might be fun. Yeah, and right here, I want to shout out someone from Instagram. Her name is Jazz Create. I'll put it right here because I used her as reference for some of the clothing. And when I took the line art away, it looked like that, and it reminded me of her, which is dope. Shout out to Jazz Create. Instagram is fire. Check it out. Check it out. It's right here. You have no excuse. She does a lot of Legend of Zelda fan art. You can check her out. It's fire. Trust me, it's fire. Right here is the beginning of my confusion. I make copies of the layers that the characters are on because I'm trying to blur out Zelda because I don't want her to be a focal point. I want her to be noticeable but secondary to Link. So I'm trying to darken her and then blur her. But because, like I said, I didn't do the clipping mask thing, whatever. It was a little difficult. Here you see the Google Pixel effect. Bada boom. We worked it out, man. We worked it out. You know what'd be dope too for the Tears of the Kingdom game is if they bring back full tracks because we all know the Legend of Zelda music is legendary. What is my favorite one? Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time is fire. There's a lot of fire music. Right here, I'm struggling with the pupils, and then eventually, remember, it makes sense. He's looking down. The pupils should also be from not upward. Fix it, downward. There we go. You're smart. Right here, the most important part. Make sure you get that glow from that fire. All right. Without the glow from the fire, whole piece, trash. Trash. It's like, nah. All right, I think we're almost done. We're gonna get that those malice tendrils or whatever. Why is tendrils such a disgusting word to me? We're gonna get some of the malice floating around here from Ganondorf. Man, I can't wait to see what the general plot of the story is gonna be. I just know it's gonna be fire. We're gonna get the little glows, the glow right there. Scrolling the brush. Blur it up a little bit. Gotta get the blurs, you heard? Get the blurs, you heard? Yo, my bad if you see like, there's like a weird reflection off my teeth with this green screen effect. I don't know if you can see it. Before it was looking like I had gangsta grills. Yeah, we get those glows from the destroyed arm right there, and we should be done. We are done, son. So that's the drawing. Hope you liked it. I loved it. I'm satisfied with it. I did what I kind of tried to promise myself to do, was to spend more time with the drawings. As I said, this was 8 hours and 13 minutes. Did the calculating over the course of 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Leave your comments on what you think about the drawing. Leave your comments on what you think about the game coming out. What things are you excited? What things are you predicting to happen? Don't spoil anything in them comments. I appreciate you guys. If you want to see another drawing of Link that I did, it was kind of a request from a friend of mine. Link with Sharingan eyes. I'll leave it right here. You can check me out on Instagram at Obazel_arts. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out.